Hi, I'm Ethan. We're reading Ninjago. It's a book. From the Journal of Sensei Wu. What is the best way to defeat an enemy? I challenged my four nature with this riddle, and none of them could determine the correct answer. They suggested training, teamwork, and planning, which are all necessary, but they are not the best answer to the question. To find that answer, my nature needs to look deeper inside themselves. For quite some time, they were focused on trying to defeat one enemy, my nephew, Lloyd Garmadon. Lloyd is just a boy, but his fate was set the day he was born. His father is the evil Lord Garmadon, my brother. Young Lloyd does not have the evil heart that his father does, yet he has managed to cause a great deal of trouble. After Lord Garmadon was banished from Ninjago, Lloyd tried to follow in his footsteps. He unleashed two of the ancient serpentine tribes, the part serpent, part human serpentine, are cold-blooded and ruthless. Lloyd thought that he had enough power to control them, but once the snake warriors had used him for their own gain, they cast him inside. Lloyd's efforts were not a failure as he retrieved something very variable, the map of dance. The map of dance is a rare scroll that holds the secret locations of all five serpentine tribes, seeking revenge against the two tribes that had wronged him, the Hepnabai and the Fang tribes. Lloyd followed the map to the tomb of a third tribe, the Anacon's tribe. There he found Pivter, the Anacon's general. The large purple serpent was surrounded by the skeletons of his fallen comrades. The blast of the uncont dry. He is charming as he is teacherless. Pifter offers to befriend my lonely nephew, and Lloyd angrily accepted. Sadly, Lloyd had not yet learned that snakes should not be trusted. They set a trap for the nature as the boarding school for bad boys. When the trap failed, Pifter stole the map of the end from Lloyd and left him to be captured by the nature. Cole, Saint Kai, and Stray all suggested suitable punishments for Lloyd. However, I had another plan. I brought my nephew back to our ship, Destiny's Bounty, tucked him into bed, and read him a story. For the first time, I saw a peaceful look of contentment on Lloyd's face. I'm sorry, uncle, he told me, but he did not need to apologize. My nature does not understand, and today became angry. Why isn't the little brat getting punished? Jay asked me. It's not fair. Cole complained. You see, they had not yet learned the answer to the riddle. What is the best way to defeat an enemy? And the answer is, of course, to make that enemy your friend. Lloyd lives with us now, and while he was much to learn, I have faith that he will follow the goodness that he always been in his heart. In the meantime, my nature have found another distraction to consume them, the identity of the Green Ninja. Their obsession began when they raided one of the secret schools. The school predicts that the Green Ninja will rise, who is powerful enough to defeat Lord Garmadon. Each ninja secretly hopes that he will become the Green Ninja. They spent many precious minutes arguing about which one of them it is. I fear that this destruction may be harmful in the long run. They must not lose focus. Now that Pythor has the map of dance, he will be able to awaken the remaining serpentine tribes. And if the snake warriors join forces, it will become nearly impossible to stop them. Ninjago was never seen such a threat. I must trust that cold, sane Kai and Jay will rise to the challenge, and I will do my best to guide them through these dark times. Enter the samurai. High in the blue skies over Ninjago, Destiny's Bounty was perched on top of a tall mountain peak. The ship was an expressive bustle, painted the color of red flame. Its prow was shaped like a fierce dragon's head with yellow eyes and sharp yellow teeth. Its sails, white streaked with red, looked like a dragon's wings. At the stern of the ship was a yellow horse with a black roof. This is where the ninja lived and trained. The business room inside the ship was the mission control center, which was filled with control panels and computer. Screens. On this sunny day, a large map of Ninjago was projected on the control room's wall. Nia, Kai's sister, pointed to the map. Last we heard of Pyster, he stole the map of dance from Floyd and is now on his way to open the last two serpentine tomes. Nia said, "Don't remind me." Lloyd Garmadon said shamefully. Piper is our most dangerous threat, Sensei. Wu reminded them. If we find those tombs before we do, with his intelligence and all of the tribes unleashed, there's no telling what he will do. But those tombs could be anywhere. Jay pointed out. Without the map of dance, we might as well just throw darts at the map. Naya grinned. Good idea. Why don't we? She expertly threw two darts at once and each landed in a different spot on the map. These are the two locations of the Hermnobrai, and vague terms, she explained. Then she walked to the map and put in one more dot, and this is Pafter's town. After many hours studying the map, I discovered a secret pattern. Naya shone a flashlight on the map, and a red pattern of the Ninjago symbol for serpent overlapped the map. By looking at the sample, it was easy to see and where and Ninjago the aftertowns were located. There was little time, said Sensei Wu. Kai and Jay, you head to the Rai town. Ko and saying, you take the constrictor Tom. Sensei Wu handed Ko a wooden flute with a red swirl pattern painted on it. The sacred flute has the power to stop the serpentine. Take this. You might need it if you run into Peister. Good luck, nature. Naya sighed. What am I gonna do? She wondered aloud. Naya, I need you here to make sure Lloyd doesn't get into any more trouble. Sensei replied. Yes, Sensei, Naya said sadly. We've got some snakes to club. Cole cried. Let's get some, said Jay. And with that, the ninja sped off. Each ninja transformed his weapon of Svenjutsu into a supercharged vehicle. Cole's spark of quicks became the Dread Assault, a rugged dune buggy with powerful wheels that could ride over the toughest terrain. Saint Shuriken of Ice became the Icemobile, a sleek speed machine. Jay's nunchucks of Lightning became the Stormfighter, a fast fighter jet. And Kai's sword of fire transformed into the supersized blade cycle. The ninja split up. Thane and Cole followed the map across the desert to a tall, narrow mountain. They climbed all the way to the top to reach the constrictor town. When they arrived, they found a hole in the top of the mountain and a rope leading down into the dark interior. Looks like Pafter was already here, Thane guessed. Maybe we should check it out. Thane quickly climbed down the rope and found himself in a dark cave. He lit up a flare and looked around. Strange drawings were carved into the cave walls. Didn't Mama Snake ever tell them not to draw on the wall? Cole asked after he climbed down. Well, it says here that there is a legend that the snake tribes will unite. Thane said, reading the drawings, then they can find the 4 silver fang blades that will unleash a great devourer and evil that will consume all of the land, turning day into night. You got all that from those little pictures, Cole remarked. This gives me deep concern. If Potter reunites all the tribes before Kai and Jay can find him.